Hello, children. Welcome back to English class. Today's session, we are going to learn from Unit 5 Prose. The title is The Chair, and it was written by K. Rajanarayanan. Before we get into the story, we'll see about the author. Rajanarayanan, popularly known by Tamil initials as Kira, is a Tamil folklorist and prolific author. The novels Gopala Gramam and its sequel Gopalapurathu Makkal are among his most acclaimed. He won the Sahitya Academic Award for the latter in 1991. As a folklorist, Kira spent decades collecting folk tales from the Karisal Kadu and publishing them in popular magazines. In 2007, the Tanjavur based publishing house Annam compiled these folk tales into a 944-page book, the Natapura Kadai Kalanjiyam, collection of country tales. As of 2009, he has published around 30 books. A selection of these were translated into English by Pritham K. Chakravarti and published in 2009 as Where Are You Going, You Monkeys? Folk Tales from Tamil Nadu. Let's get into the story. Children, listen carefully. Meanwhile, I'll ask you questions. Okay? Yes. The story is about a family that does not have a chair. Perhaps the entire village hasn't seen a chair. The narrator amusingly narrates their plan of action and the aftermath humorous incidents that happened after the arrival of the chair. Let's see in detail. Raja Narayanan, popularly known as Kira, is a Tamil folklorist and a prolific writer. His short story, Narkali, has been translated into English as The Chair. In this short story, he created a situation where people were not much aware of the chair. The people used to squat on the floor comfortably. By the time one family wanted to have a chair for them. Okay, who was a prolific writer? Yes, Raja Narayanan was a prolific writer and as well as he was a Tamil folklorist, right? Yes. Okay, how did the people sit in the olden days? Yes, you're correct. The people used to squat on the floor comfortably, right? Yes. In the family, they had only a three-footed stool. When the sub-judge visited them, they had to offer only the three-footed stool. He could not sit properly and he fell down with a bang. Okay, can you describe the stool that the narrator's family had? Yes, the narrator's family had a three-legged stool measuring 3/4 feet, right? Yes, so if a person did not sit properly on it, what will happen? It would topple over them, right? Yes. Okay, what happened when the judge sit on it? Yes, he could not sit properly on the chair, and after that, what happened? He just fell down with a bang. Bang means with a loud noise. Am I right? Yes. This made everyone to laugh. After the incident, the family members decided to make a chair for the family. But they had neither a chair to take as a model nor a carpenter in the village. There was a carpenter in the neighboring village. So the carpenter was invited and he came to have a discussion about making a chair. Okay, what was put on the family agenda? Yes, you are correct. How to get a chair was put on the family agenda. Okay, why did the family find it difficult to make a chair? Yes, in the village, They did not have a chair to take as a model. That is the first thing. And the second thing is there was no carpenter in the village who could make a chair. So the family found it difficult to make a chair. As the discussion was in progress, their maternal uncle came to their house. He sat down on his usual place and the mother gave his favorite buttermilk. He always enjoyed drinking the buttermilk made from their milch cow. The cow had been given by the uncle to their mother. The young children of the family liked the cow and its calf. The uncle showed some interest in the debate about the chair. The uncle also wanted to have a chair for him. So it was decided to make two chairs in black wood. Who visited the family? Yes, the maternal uncle visited the family. Okay, what was offered to uncle by their mother? Yes, you are absolutely correct. Their mother offered him a tumbler of buttermilk, right? Yes. Okay. Why were the two chairs compared to Rama Lakshmana? Can you guess answer for this question? Yes, the two chairs were compared to Rama Lakshmana because the two chairs were identically same to each other. Okay? Yes. When the chairs arrived, one chair was sent to uncle's house. One by one, the children took turn to sit on the chair. The aunt who lived with them wanted to have a cover over it. The news of the arrival of the chair spread around the village. So, people came in groups to see the chair. After a few days, one night some people from neighborhood came to their house and said that an important person died. They asked the chair to keep the dead body. Till then, in the village, the dead bodies were kept only on the floor. After this incident, children were afraid to sit on the chair. The chair was washed well. When a guest came, he was asked to sit on the chair and he sat on it. That removed the fear from the children. Okay, how did the villagers react to the chair when they heard about it? Yes, when the villagers came to know about the chair, they came in group to see that, right? Okay. Okay. When did the children shy away from the chair? Yes, the children were afraid to sit on the chair because a dead body of an important person was kept on the chair. So, they shied away from the chair. Am I right? Yes. Then, whenever someone died in the village, the chair was taken out to keep the dead body. The family felt sad about it. One day, the narrator was sent to his uncle's house. He enjoyed the way his uncle ate betel leaves. In his uncle's house only, he could sit on the chair. He cleaned it well every day and kept it always neat. After conveying the message given by his mother to his uncle, the narrator came back home. Okay, how did uncle handle the chair at home? Yes, every day morning, uncle wiped the chair neatly and if it was to be shifted from one place to another place, he himself carried it and not only that, he just handled it in a gentle way. Got it? Okay. One night, again the neighbors came to their house to get the chair for the funeral. Padana told them that they had given the chair to his uncle. If they went there, they would get the chair. After many days, the narrator visited his uncle's house. There he saw his uncle sitting on the floor. His uncle explained that he kept the chair for the purpose of the funeral. The narrator hurried home to convey the news to his family members, but he was not sure whether to take it positively or negatively. Thus, the story ends. Okay, why did the uncle hand over the chair to the villagers to retain it? Yes, the villagers used the chair to keep the dead bodies on the chair, right? So, uncle thought that it would not be proper to use it after using it for the dead body. So, not only that, the villagers needed a chair for that purpose alone. So, he handed over the chair to the villagers. Okay? Yes. Now we will see few glossaries from the prose. Gait, pace, splendor, magnificence, portly, stocky, splattered, cackled or make a series of short sounds, impudent, disrespectful, expounded, explained, longerously, lethargically, hearts, crowd or masses, exasperatedly, annoyingly, paraphernalia, things or stuffs, bereavement, mourning or grief. Let's see few key points for better understanding. The narrator's family had a three-legged stool measuring 3/4 feet. If the weight of a person did not place exactly above the legs, the stool toppled over the person. One day, a sub judge visited the family and he sat on the stool, not knowing about the wretched thing. He fell down with a thud and rolled over. After the visit of the sub judge, a house without a chair was put on the family agenda and discussion began on it. The family decided to make a chair for their home. They find it difficult to show a model of a chair. There was not a single chair in the village. Besides, there was not a single carpenter to make it. The father wanted to make a chair in wood. So he brought a worker from carpenter's village. The maternal uncle entered the house and mother offered him a tumbler of buttermilk. He too ordered a chair for him. The family made two chairs, one for the family and the other for the uncle. The news of the arrival of chair spread around the village. So people, children and adults crowded to see the chair. Later, the villagers got the chair to the dead body. After this incident, the children were afraid to sit on the chair. The chair for the funeral occasion was continued by the villagers. After many days, the narrator went to uncle's house for their chair. Uncle replied that he handed over the chair forever to villagers for funeral purpose. Hearing this, the narrator hurried to home, but his steps slowed to an ordinary pace. Okay, children, up to this, the prose gets over. Hope you understand. Watch this video once or twice for better understanding and do all the given assignments. Okay, thank you.